Chapter 1007. Thinking of this, Alex called Don Stephen. After all, Don Stephen is the underground emperor of Oris Hill, and his eyeliner is much more than ordinary people. As soon as the call was connected, Don Stephen asked respectfully, "Master Anderson, what do you want?" Alex said, "There are 10 2- or 3-year-old children in the Oris Hill Welfare Institute. They were stolen by traffickers last night. You have been underground in Oris Hill for a long time. Please help me to investigate if anyone has recently made noise about buying children. Or is anyone inquiring about the child everywhere? Many cases can be solved, not necessarily because of the supernatural powers of the investigators, or what kind of high-tech assistance they have, but because the criminals left key clues in his unique group. For example, if a person is killed, the police will start by confirming the identity of the corpse. But people in the arena know who the person has offended and what kind of things he has been involved in. The probability is that who killed it. For another example, if someone loses a car in the local area, if they report to the police usually investigate where the car has been. Where did it disappear? Surveillance video shows who has been in contact with this car during this time. But if you directly ask the people in the underground world, who are the local people who steal the car, or who are the local people who are responsible for selling stolen goods, whoever has seen the car lost is basically accurate. But the key is that the underground world has very clear rules. Even if an insider wants to get certain information, his ability and status must match this information. Otherwise, it is impossible to inquire about anything. For example, a small gangster wants to know what kind of business Don Stephen is doing recently, who he has eaten with, and who he has met. It is basically impossible to inquire. But if Don Stephen wants to know what a gangster is up to lately and who he has frequent contact with, his captains will help him find out with just one sentence. Don Stephen knew that Alex had always lived in the orphanage from childhood to adolescence, so he also knew that the children of the orphanage were stolen. Alex must be very angry. So he immediately proceeded to investigate. 10 minutes later, a clue was fed back to Don Stephen. There is a kid named Mendez in Oris Hill. Some time ago, while having a meal with friends on the road, he asked where Oris Hill could buy children. Alex hurriedly asked him, "What is the origin of this Mendez?" Don Stephen said, "This kid is a native of Oris Hill. He has been stealing chickens and dogs since he was young, and his family is also making a living. When he was not an adult, he participated in many illegal and criminal activities. Money, this kid does everything. A few years ago, this kid and his family made some money by pirating movies. They sneaked into the movie theater with a video camera to secretly take pictures of other movies being shown, and then carved them into pirated CDs and sold them out. During that period of time, it was very busy. As a result, a big man invested in a big produced movie, which was stolen by this kid as soon as it was released. Then the big man asked someone to chop off the kid's hand. From then on, the kid didn't dare to pirate the movie. The family changed their careers and became a snakehead, just reselling the population. His family specializes in reselling underage children, usually to gangs in the South. Sometimes they also rent out a group of underage children to gangs. Some time ago, I heard that the police targeted those underage gangs controlled by the beggars. Adult children have carried out a special rescue operation and rescued a large number of children, so now the beggars have been asking for children everywhere. And he is specifically looking for children for the beggars." Alex asked coldly, "This kid and his family are doing this business?" "Yes." Don Stephen said, "A family of 6, his father, his mother, his 2 brothers and 1 sister, all do this kind of business." Alex gritted his teeth and said, "This kind of garbage is really damn." After that, he asked again, "Don Stephen, do you know where this kid is now? I want to know all his movements in the past 2 days." Don Stephen said, "I'm making inquiries, and there must be clues soon."